My therapist asked me one question that exposed my mother's 20-year lie. I was describing another anxiety attack when Dr. Martinez interrupted. What happens to your hands during these episodes? I looked down at my fingers, unconsciously clenched. They go numb, sometimes for hours. Since when? Always. Since I was little. Mom said it was poor circulation. Mad me wear gloves everywhere. She leaned forward. Have you ever been tested for diabetes? The question felt random. No. Why would I? I am healthy. Mom's a nurse. She would know. Me get tested this week. 3 days later, I stared at my test results. Type 1 diabetes, the doctor explained. I'd probably had it since childhood, untreated for decades. The numbness, the anxiety, the constant exhaustion Mom called being dramatic, all symptoms. You're lucky to be alive, he said. Without insulin, most wouldn't last this long. I confronted Mom that night, wound her in the kitchen, making my favorite soup. The same soup she made whenever I felt sick as a kid. You knew, I said, holding up the diagnosis. She didn't deny it. Didn't even look surprised. Your father was diabetic, she said quietly. Died from complications when you were 2. I couldn't watch you live that life, taking shots every day, being different. So you let me suffer instead. I managed it naturally. Special diet, herbs. That soup has cinnamon and fenugreek, natural insulin regulators. I kept you stable. I thought about every birthday cake I wasn't allowed to eat, every sports team I couldn't join, every friend's house I couldn't sleep over at because Mom needed to monitor my health. You stole my childhood to avoid needles. She finally looked at me, tears streaming. I stole your childhood to keep you alive my way. I started insulin that week when the fog I'd lived in for 28 years lifted. My hands stopped going numb. The anxiety attack stopped. For the first time in my life, I felt normal. Mom and I don't talk anymore. She sends soup recipes to my apartment. I delete them unread. Sometimes I wonder if her twisted love really did keep me alive all those years. If I should be grateful, then I remember the life I could have lived, the person I could have been. Dr. Martinez saved my life with one question. But honestly, I am still figuring out if I can forgive the woman who thought love meant keeping me sick.